Hello everyone, Spirit of Haunting here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the 2017 Gemmy animated Haunted Infinity Mirror. However, if you noticed, this version is a bit different. So the Haunted Infinity Mirror is a new for 2017 product made by Gemmy Industries, of course, that is being sold currently at the store called At Home. And the one being sold there is a Dawn of the Dead version where a figure similar to the appearance of Dawn of the Dead will appear in the mirror. When you press the button, it lights up and a face appears. However, this version is actually different, and you'll see why in a minute. You probably already noticed that this has a different box from the at-home version. And that's because this was purchased at Marshall's just today for only $20, which is $5 less expensive, cheaper, if you will, than the Infinity Mirror being sold at home. So let's start by taking a look at the box. So the box, of course, you can tell is quite different from the at-home box. It's all black for the most part. At the very top, it says Broomstick Boulevard Halloween decor. So that's just that would be the Marshall's line. On the side, animated haunted mirror with spooky sounds. And again, we have it in Spanish on the other side of the box. I'm animated. I make sound. Requires 3 AA batteries included. I do like the design of this box. It's there's not as much going on as in the at-home box, but I do like the design of it. The color scheme is neat and the pattern is cool. Then on the back, of course, we have the instructions. Requires 3 AA batteries. Blah blah blah. The warnings, cautions, notes, everything of that sort. Now, what's interesting about this box, however, is that it doesn't have Gemmy's information on it. So the information, of course, is on the actual item, so it is a Gemmy product, but it is not on the box itself, which is interesting. The at-home one does have that. Of course, you can see in the corner, Marshall's compare at $30. I don't know who sells it for $30, but it's only $19.99. On the top, of course, animated haunted mirror with spooky sounds. Broomstick Boulevard, Halloween decor, all that. So it's actually quite a large item. It's at least a foot, maybe a bit larger than 1 foot, which is surprising. I knew it was going to be big from watching other reviews, because there are plenty of reviews of this on YouTube already. I knew it was going to be big, but I was surprised to see how big it actually was. Now, that being said, I think this is a really cool item. We haven't seen something like this from Gemmy in a long time, and I really like the way this item turned out. It's durable. Like, you can feel the plastic, and like that is some solid stuff compared to what they've been doing in the past. And the detail, of course, on the mirror itself is really cool. The silver and blackish detail around the mirror, that's pretty neat. Now, what makes this version so different is that it is a skull in the mirror, which is really interesting. We did not know that this version existed until today, when I managed to find one at Marshall's. So that was quite a surprise to myself, because when I pushed the button, I mean, I was already surprised to see it there. So when I saw it there, I was pretty surprised. I'm like, oh wow, the Infinity Mirror, this looks really cool. Maybe I'll see how much it is and see if I want it. And then when I pressed the button and it wasn't Donna the Dead version, like that face that popped up, I knew I had to have it. Like, not just because, oh wow, this is the first thing ever, but no, I think this version, in my opinion, is actually cooler than the Dawn of the Dead version. Now, the function of the item remains the same. It is a mirror, and it's actually quite a good mirror. As you can tell, you can see some of my wall and the decorations in the background, and my hand. It is a very good mirror. And I haven't even taken off the little covering on it yet. That's still on there, which is why you can see that little blemish in the right hand corner. That's just where you would peel off the protective screen thingy. So I'll take that off at some point, probably closer to Halloween, but I'm not going to take it off now. So when you push the button, it lights up blue, and a face appears in the center of it. And what's really cool, as this is an infinity mirror, is that the lights seem to go on for, well, of course, infinity. So that's a really, really cool effect and illusion. And this one has 3 red LED eyes on the face. The Dawn of the Dead only has 2 LED eyes. However, this 2 LEDs on the eyes. However, this one has 3, 2 on the eyes and 1 in the mouth, which is really cool. So, the item, of course, also, the mirror comes with one of the stands, like the singing fish that you pull out on the back, and it does have a slot to hang it on. So Gemmy is really stepping up their quality this year. Like, even at Marshall's, they had so much more than this, too. I was actually really surprised to see how much they had. They had the crow. I mean, that one's been sold for a few years. That's in the metal cage that flaps its wings. I have that one. I haven't reviewed it, but that's been out for a few years. They had the skull version of the spooky phone, the one that you pick it up and the eyes spin. I also have a video of that on my channel, but you gotta scroll really far. It was actually one of my first videos released. I'm pretty sure it was the first. They also had the white version of the eyeball doorbell, and they also had the excuse me, the crystal ball version of the eyeball, and that was only being sold for $13 as well. So Marshall's is actually, they're cheaper this year, and they're cheaper than some other stores this year. Now, that being said, there was only 1 eyeball doorbell, 1 crystal ball, and 2 of these mirrors at the store. So I don't know if that's just because that's all they had in stock so far, or if they're popular and they'll be gone soon, or maybe they just don't get many. Maybe that's just what it's going to be. So, if you're really interested in picking some of these up, definitely go to Marshall's. TJ Maxx might have them as well. They're owned by the same company. So, definitely check those 2 places out. They've got some great decorations this year, especially this one. So without further ado of me talking about what it does, let's of course take a look at what it really does. Now the audio on it is actually quite loud and quite clear. As I've said, Gemmy is really stepping up their quality this year. It's really cool. And another note is that there's a frame behind this too, like similar to the oh, I can't remember it now. The coffin ones. Oh shoot, I can't remember the name. But there is a frame behind this that holds it up and prevents it from falling over. So without further ado, let's take a look at this. Now, hopefully this picks up on the camera well. It is kind of hard. I'll turn off the lights and then we should really get a great view of him. So yeah, here we go. Now, he also does have a motion sensor. It doesn't work all that great, so I'm just using them on the button right now. So as you can see, that was not the Donna the Dead version. This is a skull version that, again, we didn't really know existed until now. So I'm going to move the camera. Let's see if we can get a better look at him. I don't know if that's going to work because the camera's actually in the mirror now. So let's try it here. Alright, So as you can hopefully see, the lights, the LEDs seem to go on for infinity, and that's a really neat effect that Gemmy has used in this item. And I was really surprised to see it like in person, because everyone's been saying, wow, this is really cool. And I was like, man, I can't wait to see one. So when I finally found, not finally, but when I found one at Marshall's and saw it in person, I was like, well, this is actually really cool. So even if it's not picking up on camera all that well, seeing this in person really makes up for it. It is a really cool effect. So I'm going to turn off the lights now, and we're going to take a look at it in the dark. So here we go. And I guess we'll play it one more time. Move the camera real quick so it's looking right at it. And there you have it. So in the video, the camera makes the lights look kind of purple, but they are definitely blue in person. They're really bright too. Like in the dark, this has one of the coolest effects of a prop I think I have ever seen. It is really cool. In all, I really think Gemmy is stepping up their quality this year for the 2017 season. They're gonna have a great year. This is an incredible prop by them. Really happy that I got to find a new version of this that we didn't know existed before, and then also get it for cheaper than what At Home is selling it. So that's really cool. That's about all I have for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for some cool, if you're looking for one of these, or even the crystal eyeball, I highly recommend Marshall's. They are cheaper than At Home. And yeah, that's about all I have, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.